It is a lovely spot.
It is. Too early for a beer. And train station here at Dunblane. And there's a train. Train in Dunblane. In vain. Cottage. I do like the name Arlen around here. If they can crowbar it into a street name, a bridge, a cottage, a house, Arlen will be there. Arlenstown. I guess this must be like the high street, town centre. There's some information. So that's the cathedral over there.
Yeah.
1844. That's a bit of age here. Bit of age. So let me look at the map in a second. Nice old houses here. Come up towards the cathedral. Dunblane Museum. Yes. Here's some organ music. It's closed for lunch. So, is that the phantom organist playing the organ when no one's supposed to be there? (1866). I'm feeling another cemetery tour coming on. (1840). These graves have been here for a considerable time. (1868), 1847. James Edgar. 1847, aged 14 months. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Find us in Perth today. So a wee wander around Perth anyway. See what we can see. The thing we wanted to see was the Black Watch Castle and Museum. But we can't get into that tomorrow at the earliest. So I'll pick up a hire car tomorrow. So that's about lunchtime. We'll play it by ear after that if we come back through here. But my memories of Perth, I've been here a couple of times over the years, and there's nothing really outstanding. Nothing really springs to mind that I want to go and see apart from that castle and museum that we can't see. There are some nice fancy gardens a bit further out. It's a bit of a hike to get there, if memory serves me right. I don't know if I can be bothered. We'll pick it up if there's anything exciting happens. Alright, so there is a medieval trail of Perth. The problem is, despite being quite a history here, most of the buildings from that period are all gone apart from the hospital, which still doesn't even look like it looked back then. But this is the Charterhouse monastery called Vale of Virtue. Well, it stood here. Established in the late 1420s. King James I was brutally murdered in the town and buried here in 1437. Nothing remains of the building, so yeah, I don't know why I'm filming this, but there you go. That's how it did look like at one point in time. Well, if I happen upon any more of these, we'll maybe stop by them. A nice sweet historic building in the corner there. Can't pick out a date on it. That's a nice building anyway, pub. Yeah, two nice buildings, the bunker and the silvery tea. Which I'm guessing is a river that comes through here. Old style buildings over there, Robert Burns Lounge. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber, with some paraphernalia. Pinhead. It's not the best looking pinhead I've seen in the world, to be fair.
Not as good as looking as you when you're pinhead.
Till somebody nicked my head.
I do like the cute one.
There you've got one again. Sinner's welcome. There's art installation here. Hang on, there's a wee plaque over here about it. There you go, if you read that in Scots. I'm not going to try and translate it. Okay, so it's not gotten any better, basically. on like a shopping street, someone needs to have a right guy about his socks. Yeah, still seeing we can find something, just some greenery down here. That's promising. Maybe getting close to the river. I don't know. I don't think guy's going to be able to play some hockey. But yeah, I'll get back to you when there's something to get back with. A little shopping street. A lot of places to let on it though, so it's not really tempting us to walk up there. Half the shops are indeed empty. There's an art gallery over there, I believe. Back alley, back laney. There's something old, the looks of it. 1699. There we go. Some guy having a smoke at the back of it. You've got to figure these buildings were important for some reason or another. I just can't tell you what it is. It's a council building, council office. It's 1788. That's pretty old. This council as well seems to be the best buildings in the city. Right, this is looking promising. Let's see what we can do. There's King James VI of Scotland, 1st of England. The Gildry records recall the visit to Perth of King James on the 15th of April 1601, noting the King's Majesty came to Perth and was made burgess at the Market Cross. There was punctions of wine set there and drunken out. It's all written in Scots, by the way, guys. He received the banquet frae tune am subscrivet the guild book with his own hand. I think he signed the book with his own hand. Something in French. King James spared the vanquished and put down the proud. The site of the old Market Cross is marked with a stone incorporated in the kerb at the junction of the High Street with the Skinner Gate. The toll booth. They're just referencing random things around the city. They're not necessarily going to be here, because that's the second time they mentioned High Street, and I cannot see a High Street. And so that's what we're just on. Building that Gildry met on Thursdays. The toll booth must have been reasonably spacious, as not only was it the meeting place for the guild, but also the borough council. And council in its 15th century, the occasional parliament that had a vault where goods awaiting shipment could be stored. But where that is, I haven't a Scooby, because we've got these signs just randomly plastered along here. The Borough of Perth came into existence at the lowest reliable fording point of the Tay. It's also the lowest point at which it was practicable to bridge the river despite frequent floods. Perth became a trading centre, a medieval walled city, and from time to time the location of parliaments and a royal court. I guess we're just going to have to take their word for it, 'cause there's nothing left of these things. I'm going to look at this church. There's something across the road. I can see some kind of notice board. Nothing I've seen today has changed my mind about Perth. So this is St Matthew's Church. Looking pretty old again. So this is the River Tay. The Tay. The Tay. Right, this information board better give us something we can actually pinpoint. Oh my goodness. It's another one of these. If you're standing here in medieval times, you probably have soggy feet. That's because you'd be on the shoreline in someone's backyard. If you're really unlucky, there'd be flooding, as has happened so often in Perth. Beneath Perth's buildings and streets, waterlogged soils have remarkably preserved many things that have been buried. You know what, I don't think we can bother with these information boards anymore. Fascinating facts of Perth. So the River Tay, and this bridge here, I'm seeing another information panel. Hopefully it's going to tell us something about this bridge, so that I can in turn tell you something about the bridge. There's a wee light aircraft. Oh, here we go, crossing the Tay. Right, for centuries Perth was the lowest crossing point over the River Tay. In medieval times several bridges were built and then swept away by fierce floods. Boatmen had to carry people and goods across the river. They did this even in dangerous currents and atrocious weather conditions. It's a bit on the nose actually, this river. I can see a wee dip down there now. The River Tay is the longest and most powerful river in Scotland. Skilled ferrymen often risked life and limb to navigate the passage across. You can find some of their gravestones in Greyfriars Kirkyard down in Edinburgh. Again referencing something that's not actually here. In the Middle Ages, a busy and thriving harbour lay at the end of today's High Street again, where the viewing platform is situated. This is a high street. Alright, I still can see there's other things. Not only bridges perished, Perth Castle was swept away in a flood in 1209. It stood at the horse cross where Perth Concert Hall is today. I think that might be that thing I saw earlier but didn't film because I didn't know what it was. Perth Bridge was built in 1771 by John Smeaton. Not the guy that kicked the terrorists at the airport. Queen's Bridge further downstream was opened in 1960. That's that bit down there we looked at a wee minute ago. And the railway bridge, the second to be built, dates from 1863. Yeah, I think John Smeaton was the guy that set himself on fire at Glasgow Airport. And John Smeaton kicked him in his bits to prevent a terrorist attack. National hero for a while at least in Scotland. And there we go. Bit of history at least. Bit of references. Yeah, there are some nice wee houses and things here. Historic buildings. It's just that there's like nothing to do. I'm sure there is. I'm sure I'll be getting a slagging from certain ones. So was that a park down there? Here we go, here's the art gallery. Here it is. The art gallery. We'll see how desperate we get. I might go in there. Free admission. It's selling itself to me. Do you want to have a look in the museum?
Free?
It's free. Let's go. Alright, so here we are. King Charles III. Coronation is 16th of May. Some kind of park. Is this a war memorial type thing? Or looks like it. There's full control over his animals. Island Division Regimental Battle Orders. And there's the T again. War Memorial. Big park. Disobedient dog. So nice old buildings across the water there. This cost a pretty penny to live in. Just go down, right down to the banks of the Tay. So I just saw something crawl past it. What was that? I don't know if you caught it in camera, or something little with 4 legs. It's crawled into that little space there, I think. A rat. Soggy feet. Soggy feet indeed. Right, okay. Some kind of wee beastie in here. Crawled in there, but I can't see. Just got the back end of it. Guy did alright for himself. Have a look and see who this guy is. He's got a wasp in his eye. That's Albert. I'm assuming Victorian Albert, fame Albert. And this is a bit like an early version of Princeton that has one name. He was just Albert. Albert's coming to town. Alright, I think we're just going to go and find something to eat and then knock it in the head here, because all the streets just look the same, all the same houses. There's really not that much to see. Anyway, thanks for joining us. It's not the video we'd hoped to make today by any stretch of the imagination, but it's the one we've ended up with. We might be back and do the Black Watch Castle and Museum, but it hasn't really sold itself on me. Catch you next time. Cheers.